game. Let's head to Indianapolis and listen in to the Wisconsin head coach.
Well, congratulate Penn State, and we didn't make enough plays to win the game, but really proud of our players, and two great examples of up here, Vince and Corey, two guys that I think are indicative of this team that put everything out there, and it's hard to lose, but appreciative of what they did, all the players did to get us here, and we've got one more game that we get to play together, but it's tough, obviously.
Take questions, raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you. Right here.
Paul, how easy is it to put a game like this behind you in the near future and focus on the good things you've done this season? How quickly are you able to do that, and how quickly do you think the team is able to do that?
Well, I think that's one of the things that our team's been able to do. The timetable's different right now, and these players put a ton into this season, and we came down here confident that we would play well, and we have to put it behind us. And like I said, our timetable's different, but we'll respond. We'll come back, and this team's got grit, and it's got substance, and it's got tremendous leadership, and we'll bounce back.
Other questions, please? Stay over on this side on the right.
Coach, it seemed like the defense didn't play as well as they often do, but the offense played a little bit better. Was there anything that you saw that kind of led to that sort of role reversal for the strengths of this team?
I don't know if I didn't see it that. Our team plays, and I thought that we had, there's a couple pivotal moments in that game, and end of the second quarter, and we get a turnover by our defense, and we didn't do anything with the ball. We punt, and they came and ended up scoring right before half, make it 28-14, and the first drive, I thought in the second half, we had a chance to punch it in and get a touchdown, and we didn't. And the one thing that's been constant with this team is it's been a team, and our team didn't make enough plays tonight to beat Penn State.
So questions for Vince and Corey over here. Nope. Anything for the student athletes? Okay, over here on the right.
Vince, in the first half, the pass rush was having a lot of success. What did Penn State do differently in the second half that seemed to neutralize the guys up front for the most part?
We'll have to look at the film, but like you said, we had some good pressure in the first half. The stunts we're working on. I think give credit to Penn State for being able to come out in the second half, make those adjustments. The pass rush obviously wasn't as effective in the second half, and that goes down to players like myself and our pass rushers who need to get after it. And but also give credit to Penn State, their players and their team for making those adjustments and allowing those big plays to happen.
Right down here in front on the right.
Just for anyone on the panel, TJ got a lot of penetration of the opposing backfield early on tonight. Looking ahead, could you see him being like one of the leaders and main guys for the next year's team to rally around?
Vince, you want to take that?
I think we're going to finish this year out with this team, and we've got a lot of guys. We got a small senior class, but a class that means a ton to this team. And one thing I think that has always happened, and you don't take it for granted, but the seniors, they leave a legacy, and not just in what they do on the field, but how to go about every day. And we've got a lot of guys that'll step up. TJ is certainly one of them. but we've got a lot of guys that, and just Vince and Corey have passed along just like they were taught and mentored, and I think that's one of the things that makes this program special.
Stay over here on the right.
This is for Corey. Obviously, tough to end 1 yard short at the end of the game, but the rushing attack was successful throughout the game. What was working well for you guys consistently, and then also if you could just take us through the last play, what you saw and what ended up going on.
It starts up front. Those guys did a heck of a job of making adjustments every time they got a chance to snap the ball. So my hats off to the O-line for doing their prep earlier in the week, which allowed my patience to connect with those guys. So it's just all about being relaxed and patient with this O-line, because they work in such a fantastic way that you have to allow them to set up the blocks the way they needed to. And as far as the last play goes, it's just all about who wanted it more, and it's 1 yard. Either I got it or I didn't, but I'm pretty sure everybody on that field laid it out there on the line for that last play.